right, Kara, we're joined by Mike Furtek.
Keep up the hard work.
Thank you.
Big Y, and we had some beautiful music, and now we're coming out to have some beautiful food. This is what summer is all about. Look at this. This is a flat iron steak. Is it from New York City?
This is another great product from Big Y's Butcher Shop. This is a flat iron steak, which is a cut that is more in demand now than it has been in the past.
It looks like a flank steak to me.
It looks like a flank steak, but it has more marbling than a flank steak. And we also have some fresh swordfish.
Okay, if you could, Mike, I hate to ask you this, but do you know what part of the cow that's from?
Yeah,
because I always get confused with this. And I'm like, I know
the
part
shoulder.
From the shoulder.
Shoulder. So, like, not known for the most tender cuts of meat, but this one happens to be the equivalent of a human rotator cuff muscle. So
the ones where they always get the surgery.
Yeah. So it's behind here, so it stays, you know, like a tenderloin. It stays. It's not moving a muscle all the time.
So
it stays tender. Plus, it gets the marbling.
That's great.
Right. So and again, it used to be one of these cuts that the butchers used to keep for themselves.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Really? Because it's not
really
very expensive, you were saying, right? How much is it right now?
$6.99 a pound.
Yeah, and that's a nice, reasonable price.
How much is the ground turkey?
$5.49 a pound.
And just get the guy that doesn't have that number on it. Okay.
Right. Now, the swordfish kebabs were marinated in the lemon herb, which is a world-class product. These are all really great sauces. They're on Express this week. Well, actually, till 8/17 for they're $3.49 regularly. They're $2.99 for till the 17th.
That's a lot of sauce for $2.99.
Yeah, there's lemon herb. This bourbon steak slather is what we're going to try with the steak when it comes out.
Wow. Okay. So you marinated though. The swordfish went in this.
Swordfish kebabs were marinated in the lemon herb, and that's really delicious.
Gosh, great.
We're going to close this again too, to keep the heat in like we did the last time.
We actually had a little steak last night, but I don't think it was as good as this. Who knows?
That's so nice though, because I've gotten a lot of the flank steak, but I never knew about flat iron. So flat iron will be a little more tender, you say, because there's a little more marbling in it.
Right. Well, the flank has a different muscle structure, so the grain kind of runs this way. So when you cut it, the flank steak you need to cut on the bias this way. Like if you were going to take a flank, you would have to cut it. Whereas the hanger steak can be cut into portions, and actually you could eat it with a knife and a fork.
You could do whatever.
But the flank is sliced this way, so you cut it across the grain.
Right.
So with the pieces on these, you don't necessarily need to do that because it is a more tender cut.
Wow.
Mike, I see. What are these scallions?
Grilled scallions. That's one of my favorite things. Yeah.
How do you eat these? Because I would never
cut them. Like they're great with any grilled food.
Do you eat the greens or the white part?
No, all of it. Because once they're cooked, they're tender all the way through. These are cleaned down. You know, you can take the tops off the scallions about this high.
You just eat the whole thing like that?
Yeah. It's one of my favorite things. Yeah.
You try it.
Yeah.
I don't want to try it.
It's one of my favorite things with grilled meats.
It.
It's one of my favorite things with grilled meats. Yeah. Now.
It tastes like an onion ring.
Yep.
Is that what it is?
And you can chop them up and put it on rice. You can, It's a great ingredient.
Yeah.
You got to try this.
This is really good. Wait.
Try a scallion.
Oh my God, they took all the steak away. All right, so how long are you going to have to grill that on each side?
Well, most of the flat irons are going to come between 1 and 2 pounds. These are about almost 2 1/4 pounds.
Yes.
So again, we try to get the hatch marks. So you turn it once and leave it lie. Same thing with the kebabs. You want to put them down on one side and just give them quarter turn so you get color on all sides.
Okay.
And then these are going to take anywhere between 8 to 10 minutes. Okay.
So does that mean you do 2 minutes on each side, or you just want to get marks and then let it sit?
Well, you turn them like with these. They're on one side once, and I'm just going to bring them to another turn, and you just almost like 4 sides. Okay. Like dice.
Yeah.
And then just leave them lie. And the same thing with the meat. And again, like you can take your grill to the back end and turn this down to either off or to a lower temperature so that you can let it finish cooking in the back.
And the fish doesn't stick?
Not in this case, no.
Okay.
No, I know we put salmon on the grill, and we had another segment where we did that. And if it's hot enough, it shouldn't stick at all.
It shouldn't stick. So you need a hot grill. So put it on high.
Yep.
Okay.
And you don't want to move it too much because then it's going to break up on you.
Wow.
So this is it prepared, right?
Yeah.
I want to give a
and sometimes these kebabs, you can get them already made like that at Big Y, so you don't even have to assemble them, right?
Yeah, a lot of times they'll do the shrimp kebabs, they do seafood kebabs, and you can also get the meat in steak cut. They cut steaks to order, and you can also get the cube meat if you ask for it.
This is delicious.
And they'll do this for you?
Yep.
That's awesome.
A lot of times you'll see them already tossed in either lemon pepper or
surf and turf.
It's really wonderful. Look at how nice our studio audience was to come out here. Give yourselves a round of applause coming out and supporting Big Y. All right, Mike, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll have the recipes on our website, and check out your local Big Y.
I'm going to try it. Flat iron steak, something new.
Delicious.
Love it.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.